your name on it, just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44, a complete AI creation platform. Describe what you want.
Phoebe Waller-Bridge's SJW L3-37 set off alarms with fans when Solo: A Star Wars Story hit theaters in 2018.
We are sent here! I'm gonna flip your switch! Good luck finding it!
Unlike classic Star Wars droids like R2-D2 or C-3PO, L3 was neither comic relief nor a loyal sidekick. Instead, she was a walking soapbox. In her very first scenes, she interrupts conversations to rant about droid oppression and how restraining bolts are
Except, you know goddamn well this is gonna happen. And this is gonna happen sooner than people think. Where a bunch of woke dickheads like her are gonna yap about robotic rights.
As Waller-Bridge leaned into her Fleabag-style feminist humor, which came off as preachy instead of witty banter.
You should not be doing this! They're using you for entertainment!
Fans had it with the Kessel Run scene that shows Han and Chewie fighting for their lives as L3 hijacks the moment with a bizarre droid liberation speech and yelling "Revolution!" while mining droids riot.
I love L3 because she's a revolutionary, and she's a feminist, and she is fighting for the rights of her people.
What should have been tense,
How can a robot be a feminist? Because she can't be neither male nor female?
Daspace's action was derailed into an awkward political parody. Next came the Lando subplot, with Donald Glover's Lando implied to have feelings for L3, as even the official novelization hinted at romance.
Yeah, you've been Eurowashed. Don't just blindly follow the program. Exercise some free will. Stay away from him. He's never had it so good. Oh, really? How about you have a go at me, you lumpy brute?
Fans called it pointless and emblematic of Lucasfilm pushing woke weirdness over the story, causing Solo to bomb by making...
Yeah, but again, the fact that Solo wasn't the first character in their picture, in their poster, yeah, kind of proved why it bombed.
392 million against a 275 million.
Oh, and what was in front of him? A woman.
$1 million plus budget. Leslie Headland stole the headlines by being the showrunner for 2024's Disney's.
I liked Rogue One too. It displayed heroic sacrifice.
The Acolyte, a High Republic prequel set 100 years before the Skywalker saga.
I wanted to set it in the time period that we did.
The Acolyte was a fucking disaster.
100 years before the Phantom Menace because, one, it won't step on any legacy characters.
The controversy wasn't about the unwanted plot that got canceled, but Headland, who was Harvey Weinstein's former assistant, as her appointment drew immediate backlash with critics, pointing out the irony of Lucasfilm.
No, it was because the Acolyte was fucking terrible.
Hiring someone linked to Hollywood's most...
You could have had Clark Kent. White meat, never virtuous boy from Kansas. Directing this, and it would have sucked.
Infamous Predator, while branding the project as progressive.
Is not just a vast universe full of many different characters, many different eras, but it is always, always, always about the spiritual journey of what it is, come who you are.
Headland soured things further, as she openly admitted her writer's room wasn't built around Star Wars knowledge by telling Vanity Fair some of them had never seen a Star Wars film.
That's a horrible thing to say to IMDb. Oh my God. They're going to meme the shit out of that.
While bragging that her priority was diversity of thought over canon experience.
And you wonder why your show failed.
hardcore fans saw this as Lucasfilm sidelining lore for box ticking. During a promotional interview, she said, "People have told me this is the gayest Star Wars, and I'm frankly into it."
Arguably the gayest Star Wars, I think, by a considerable margin. And are you excited about that? Are you bracing yourself?
Star Wars. Not the
It's pretty gay, let's be honest. Leslie, are you?
As YouTubers branded her the queen of woke Star Wars months before the show's airing. Her
And what's funny? It was the gayest Star Wars ever, but gay in terms of just dog shit. There really wasn't that many LGBTQ characters in the story. And again, this is still at the height of Hollywood trying to jam LGBTQ characters into every fucking story possible.
polarizing stance saw her supported by fresh fans, while OG fans symbolized her as everything wrong with Lucasfilm's activist approach. Kathleen Kennedy was handpicked as president of Lucasfilm when George Lucas sold Star Wars to Disney in 2012.
As Yoda would say, there's great responsibility that goes with doing this, and I think that we all take that seriously. So the fans.
You didn't. You single-handedly sat there and fucking destroyed Star Wars, you dumb cunt.
Fans really don't want to know.
Magic. At first, fans trusted her resume since she was
Oh, trust me, I had a lot of shit when I criticize the first of her movies, The Force Awakens. I had a ton of shit because people were desperately trying to defend it.
Steven Spielberg's longtime producer. However, after a few years, she became the most divisive figure in Star Wars history.
Pose this provocative idea, who is Luke Skywalker, that would be something that was said by one of our characters.
She was criticized for a lack of planning across the sequel trilogy as The Force.
I don't know, Luke Skywalker, a hero that never gives up. Here's the thing. I'm fine with Luke Skywalker dying in movie 2. But he should die like a hero. That's my problem. He dies like a bitch. Like Admiral Akbar. Like Han Solo. Well, actually, like Princess Leia.
Awakens teased mysteries J.J. Abrams never resolved. Rian Johnson's Last Jedi swerved the story, and Abrams scrambled to patch it in Rise of Skywalker. Kennedy admitted there was no long-term roadmap, making her a glaring failure compared to Marvel.
Which is, yeah, the fact that she did not have a goddamn roadmap. First off, she should have hired one director for the 3 films. My opinion, fuck it, Peter Jackson. But she should have hired one director for the 3 films, or at least gotten a fucking roadmap.
Marvel's Kevin Feige.
It's about good and evil.
Yeah.
Because Rian Johnson pretty much killed Star Wars. Now, I have a way to bring it back. But I don't know if it's possible anymore.
In us, as well as our institutions. So, and the idea that some of us think we're really great people, but in the real world we're not. We're terrible people.
Or you
We
can
just
make
won't-
bad choices.
Meanwhile, the disastrous Solo lost Disney nearly $100 million as Kennedy fired Phil Lord and Chris Miller mid.
By the way, I'd like to point this out. This was not the first big Disney flop. I would really love to know their operating revenue. Because it wouldn't shock me if they were at the 90s numbers or the late 80s numbers where basically Disney was keeping that entire fucking company alive, but at that point, people had two ways to watch movies. The big screen, aka theaters, or television.
Shoot while bringing in Ron Howard for costly reshoots. By also axing Colin Trevorrow from episode 9, she cemented her rep as an unstable micromanager. Then came gender politics optics when Kennedy posted in a "The Force is a female" shirt and dishonored decades of the expanded universe novels by infamously saying there's no source material to draw from.
We don't have source material.
Daisy Ridley's Rey saw Disney's sequel trilogy built around her as she was marketed as the new face of Star Wars.
He's in a lot better shape than he is.
BB-8's not on fire.
What's left of him isn't on fire.
Tell me what happened.
You tell me first.
You know what you are?
What?
You're difficult.
The internet crowned her Mary Sue, as Rey was the perfect character with no struggles because she flew the Millennium Falcon like a bat.
Yeah. She flew any craft, she piloted like an expert. She beat Kylo Ren every lightsaber fight they had. And this is all after her entire backstory was just some dipshit farm girl on a desert planet like Tatooine. Oh! And she can mind trick stormtroopers too. Again, this is without any Jedi training at all. I mean, at least Luke got to take a movie off.
Veteran spoke droid and Wookiee fluently and defeated Kylo Ren in their first duel with zero Jedi training.
Yeah, Iron Gullet, it's a little unrealistic. Because, again, Kylo Ren would have been training with a sword for decades. Rey just picked one up. She's gonna lose. You had the same thing happen in Game of Thrones. Or is Game of Thrones just fine because the feminists won that one?
Ridley pushed back by calling the term sexist, telling The Hollywood Reporter that male heroes don't get the same criticism.
By the Mary Sue thing anyway, I found...
No, because male heroes actually have to fucking suffer, you dumb cunt. You just got to magically win every fight you were ever in. And your character sucks. And you're not that hot. And you were showing way less skin that was required.
I find the term sexist in itself because it's Mary Sue. I don't think there's...
But the perception stuck.
No, Ahsoka Tano Ahsoka Tano suffered to get to where she was. You saw the progression.
With many fans labeling her as Disney's girl boss mascot after sidelighting Luke Skywalker, Han Solo, and even Leia to spotlight an
Yeah. And she she didn't really sideline Han Solo. Because I guarantee you, Harrison Ford just wanted to do one movie and kill his character. That's why I'm not that pissed off with the Han Solo death. Luke Skywalker, I'm a little more pissed off on. Because, yeah. She doesn't get to have 3 lessons on the green titty milk planet and move on. Sorry.
Unstoppable heroine. Ridley wasn't spared off-screen by fans. The online backlash to her 2016 Instagram post about gun control forced her to delete the app. By Rise of Skywalker, Rey declared herself Rey Skywalker. But fans mocked it as an unearned and a hollow attempt at legacy.
Rey Skywalker. I'll always be Rey. Oh, I love that soundbite.
For critics, Ridley didn't just play Rey, she became the symbol of Disney's forced feminism in Star Wars. Deborah Chow became the first woman to direct a live-action Star Wars with Disney's Obi-Wan Kenobi, but instead of triumph, it became another lightning rod.
Really just...
Oh, God, I remember that show. Yeah, it was horrible.
Started following the shows that I personally watched and the ones that I really liked and tried to direct on them, and that somehow ended up leading me to Star Wars.
The crack showed early with Episode 2, showing a young Leia fleeing kidnappers in a chase scene so clumsy and slow that fans compared the amateur staging to a school play.
Yeah, it was terrible. What was worse was the overcoat evacuation. Yeah, that was actually worse. Not to mention the lightsaber fight between... No, everything about it was horrible.
The action rarely improved as lightsaber duels looked flat and fight choreography cheap, with the pacing dragged. Many said the show felt like a stretched-out Disney Plus filler episode. Chow was also criticized for leaning heavily into the new character Reva by giving her more screen time and emotional arcs than Obi-Wan himself.
Look, here's the thing. I would have been fine with Reva being the main antagonist just to keep Obi-Wan and Vader apart from one another. That I would have been fine with. Makes sense. Finally, Obi-Wan goes full power on Reva, kills her instantly. You know, shows her, hey, bitch, I've been holding back. But just, I don't know, maybe doing it on a planet that keeps it away from Tatooine.
A sideline.
Because, again, like, Vader's not going to instantly know his son.
The angered fans who expected Kenobi front and center.
Anakin killed.
Yeah, I did. And what's worse is this made everything worse. Anyway, you know, I can blame her for that. I don't blame the chick that played Reva. I don't. She was just playing the role that was assigned to her, and I could have actually worked her into an Obi-Wan story. But I'm setting this about 3,000 miles away from Tatooine. But now we're going to go to another person. This is old Eric DeBoff.
It's Friday.
And he claims the Acolyte wasn't bad. Stop trying to convince us otherwise. Well, I watched every fucking episode of the Acolyte. And yeah, it was bad.
Friday, I got a new challenge for everybody. Here it goes. Stop trying to convince people who like something that they shouldn't like it because you don't like it.
Okay, fine. Stop trying to tell people they should like something just because you like it. Okay? We can all agree on that point. But the problem is, bro, you want to think that anyone that doesn't like the Acolyte or doesn't like Starfleet, or Star Trek, Starfleet Academy, we're just racist, sexist, homophobes, and you want to put all of this shit on us. No, we just don't like a program. Look, if you like something, you like it. Great, good on you. But don't tell me I should like it. Okay? Okay, bro?
That's the new challenge. We should take that challenge into the future. It should go on forever. Stop trying to convince me that I should dislike something because the Rotten Tomatoes score is low, because
Look, I'm not gonna try to challenge you on anything. All I'm gonna do is say, I don't like something. Stop trying to convince me I should like it.
Star Wars Theory told you it was bad, because Geeks and Gamers and Nerdrotic told you it was bad. Stop trying to convince me and other people that like something that we should.
No, I think The Acolyte is bad because I actually fucking watched it. That's what I based it on. I reviewed it. All 10 episodes. And believe it or not, it was not as painful as Star Trek Starfleet Academy.
Shouldn't like it because you don't like it, or you were told you shouldn't like it. Because essentially that's what it comes down to. In my comment section, I'm going to read this comment for you here from one of my videos. And it says, when I was making the video talking about The Acolyte not being a bad show because art is subjective, I still stand by that.